Welcome to the Valentine's Day episode of More Than an Inmate's Girlfriend. I am your host, Jae, and today we have a special appearance from our bestie. It's AJ. For those of you that haven't really communicated with us on socials, AJ is our More Than Inmate's Girlfriend superwoman. So thank you for showing yourself today, AJ.
I'm excited. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yay. Do you remember what you did last year for Valentine's Day?
I did have a secret admirer that may or may not have dropped me off flowers. But other than that, what about you and Nick?
So funny story. When we were at this point in our relationship, I was very much like anti-dating someone who was in prison. Mm-hmm. So I made it very clear to him that there was no way and that wasn't my intention in talking to him, which it wasn't. But yeah, I do remember very quickly developing feelings for him and trying to suppress said feelings. I remember Valentine's Day because I remember in the morning I woke up to a text. There was like this super cute, romantic, like, will you be my Valentine thing? And I was like, yeah. And then I was so excited. And then the whole day went, and I didn't know at the time that he's an old man that goes to bed at like 7. So I never really thought about it, right? But I assumed that particular night I would hear from him. And I didn't hear from him. And I was like, what the heck? What kind of guy asks you to be your Valentine? And then ghosts.
Oh, no.
And then the next morning, he was like, oh, how was your Valentine's? What did you do? I watched Barbie. I got ditched for Barbie.
Nicholas.
All of the Valentine's Day stuff that he sent me, it says like, I promise I'm not going to watch Barbie. I promise I'm not going to watch Barbie.
That's so cute though.
2 days ago, he's like, are you going to watch Barbie on Valentine's Day? And I was like, dude, I'm never watching Barbie.
Oh my gosh, you guys should do it as a tradition.
No, boycotting Barbie.
Oh no.
I know.
Well, this year I sent him 3 Valentine's Day cards. Like, why 3? I don't really know. You know how I am. I'm so extra with everything. So I sent him 3 Valentine's Day cards, 2 letters. Of course, I sent him a little bit of spicy pictures. I also got this lady to read his tarot cards online. It's really neat and kind of unique. It was funny because I didn't tell her anything about us. We always say it's like we almost grew up together. And she really touched on those little intricate pieces that I think he's going to be like, wow. Didn't only do tarot cards for him. I did tarot cards, and then I got a psychic to read him. Girl, Etsy forever. Prison wives, prison girlfriends, if you're ever looking for different out of the box ideas, Etsy is your friend.
You got that from Etsy? Wow.
Yep. I don't know how much truth and all this it is.
No, it's cute though.
Nice, and it's cute.
Has he gotten it yet?
He already opened 2 things. Oh, he can never wait.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, oh, it's a way for me to feel close to you. And I'm like, suppose, but put the other 3 things away.
Nick's facility switched to sending it to some random place in Maryland, all the mail. So he doesn't even get photocopies anymore of anything. I find it kind of pointless to send letters. But I was reconsidering that actually lately because I can't message him. I'm blocked on GTL.
Letters are so nice. Yeah. They really are.
I was thinking that too. And even though he can't hold them, it's better than not getting anything. He can't get any text from me. So maybe I should start writing more.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Dee loves them. I always send him 4 or 5 letters a month.
Oh, wow. See, I told you. I am like Dee and you are like Nick. You go above and beyond. I had to have a conversation with him a couple days ago. I was like, can you stop? You have a finite amount of money and it's my money now because we're about to get married. So stop spending my money. He always comes up with stuff.
I know. Dee's always just like, how did you come up with this? I like to make you happy in there.
We do.
I know you guys are like on the fritz right now with the facilities.
Yeah, so this Valentine's Day will be interesting. We like doing date nights where I'll make the same food as him. So I'll make prison food. And it's so far been okay. So then I get this pizza recipe. I cannot tell you how disgusting it sounds. So let's just go with it involves wedding tortillas.
No.
I swear to God. And pounds of butter. So gross.
We'll post it up on TikTok.
I was thinking we should do that.
We'll call it Valentine's Day pizza.
Yeah, it looks so gross if we do make it. But then he went on lockdown recently.
But your Valentine's Day will be...
in spirit.
Yes, but also getting married.
Soon, hopefully. Everybody pray for February 26th. Also,
yes,
new warden in town. So pray for us that he will let us have an actual visit. At this point, we're supposed to go in and out. That's it. I haven't seen him since October. I haven't seen him on video in over a month. So it's been rough.
Yeah, 100%. Dee was saying the same thing. Definitely out here rooting for you.
Are you guys going to do anything on the day? Do you have a video visit?
I was super shocked, actually, that we got it. I haven't really thought about anything to do, really, on it. I have a Valentine's Day Christmas tree. What? So I'll probably light that up.
Is that even a thing?
I guess it's a thing. We have a white Christmas tree that's up all year round. This is our Christmas tree. And we decorate it for each season, I suppose, me and him. You know those cards where you can scratch them and they say something underneath?
Oh, yeah.
So I made my own. So I might do those for him. Other than that, I'll probably just wear something kind of cute and nice, something red, give him something to look at. But yeah, he's excited.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
I love that he is my best friend, my rock, my support system, and my safe place. He is the love of my life. He is everything to me. He co-parents well with me with our son, and he is an amazing stepfather to my other kids, and he reminded me what love really is.
So AJ and I thought that it would be a good idea to ask our partners some questions so that everyone can kind of get to know Nick a little bit better, get to know Dee a little bit better, and we would have some fun with it. So we were curious about their answers. So we put them on the spot. What did Dee say when you told him that you were going to do this?
He thought it was a great idea. He thought it out and he sent me his answers. And then I wanted him to tell me his answers. So when he told me his answers, I think I put a sneak peek of it on our TikTok. He was so shy. He didn't know what to say.
It was like camera shy.
It was very, very, very camera shy. And our answers really differed.
And I wonder what the similarities are between you and Nick and me and Dee. He was very much not impressed with the idea. He does not like being put on the spot, and he got like a week's notice and time to write it. He was not impressed, but he was very happy with the answers, and he's actually the one that made the questions. So
he knew.
Yeah,
he knew.
He made them up.
So Dee was excited to be on. He's wanted to be part of the podcast, I guess. I've really refrained from that. Yeah. But yeah, I was open to it.
So we're very excited that we will have a voice of Dee finally. Unfortunately, Nebraska Department of Correction would be very upset with me if I recorded Nick again. So we're not going to do that. Nick's answers are written and I won't be reading them out.
A special shout out to my amazing, sexy ass man. You know who you are. I cherish you and appreciate you. Thank you for making me feel special, not only today, but every day. I ended up sending you a tarot card reading from an online reader who claims that we loved each other in a whole past life. She was definitely spot on with that. I hope the letter and the photos and the 50 reasons why I love you bring a smile to your face today. Keep your chin up and stay focused, baby. You be home soon.
Okay, I will start. The first one was, do you believe it's possible to be with one person the rest of your life? So I want your answer first, and then I want Nick.
I definitely believe you can be with one person for the rest of your life. I feel that it really comes down to commitment and wanting to make it work. I think that in this day and age, a lot of people just don't put in the work. We all grow at different paces, and if you're not growing with your partner and not sharing and communicating and making sure that you're putting in that effort to maintain your relationship, then I don't think it's possible. But I do believe that if two people want to take the time and energy to put in the work, I do think it's definitely possible for two people to spend the rest of their lives together.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Anyways,
give next.
He says, yes, I absolutely do think it's possible to be with one person for the rest of your life. That's what quote unquote true love is to me. When you don't even desire anybody else because she's the only woman my eyes see and all of life is about her. For many centuries, men and women stayed committed to each other, and this commitment is nothing but the choice one makes between stimulus and response. When she's the goal, all decisions lead to her. So yes, I know it's possible to be with one person the rest of my life, and I'd want it no other way.
Nicholas.
I know.
I'm sweating over here. I need a fan. My answer more kind of falls in line with yours, and I don't have anything written in front of me either, but I think it's possible if it's the right person, and I think it's very hard to find that right person. I feel like it almost has to be like that best friend. You really have to show up for that person every day and prioritize your relationship. You have to, because that's a long time.
I know.
The rest of your life is a long time. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be trying, and there's going to be great moments and going to be bad moments, and it's just picking that person that you can see going through all those emotions with, and that it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I have a question around that. Did you believe before D that is possible?
I always had that thought. It was always there. It was just very hard to obtain.
Right. I agree.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
I feel like before Nick, I believed in it. I just didn't think it was my story.
I 100% agree.
So other people could find that. I just couldn't.
Okay.
So D's answer.
Yes. Because I look at individuals like my grandparents that was married since prior to me even being born. So I look at them as an example. There's other people like that been together for a long time. Like my brother, so his wife for 13 years now. They got 4 kids. So I'm one of the ones that actually have people in the circle as an example. That's really not possible.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think you did good on that one.
Sending a happy Valentine's to the love of my life, Kevin. You are my heart. You are my world. I absolutely adore you, baby. Mwah!
Number 2, define commitment. What is the scariest thing and most rewarding thing about commitment?
Oh, wow. That is a hard question for on the spot.
Yeah. Tell me what you think's the scariest thing and the most rewarding thing about it.
I think the scariest thing about commitment is putting your everything into it. Because I think a part of commitment is doing that. In order to commit to someone, you have to give all your vulnerabilities, hope that that person holds them and commits to you. So you're trusting them with your heart and your life and your soul. I think that that's very scary to give that up. I think it's equally rewarding because when you commit to someone like that and they commit back to you, it creates this like safety net where you always feel held. And I feel like because Nick and I have such a strong commitment to each other, this is the reason why I can go through what I'm going through right now with him. They can put pressures on us and do whatever they want to us, but I feel that safety net because I know I'm committed to him and I know he's committed to me. I don't feel like it's breakable. Because I know that no matter what in this life, it doesn't matter if he's in prison or not, that he's got me. I'm not worried at all. And I have zero fear of that at this point. And then Nick's answer is, commitment is the decision one makes to always remain faithful and loyal to their partner, keeping the relationship as a top priority always, and contributing to the growth and friendship that makes the relationship real. Commitment is the decision to work towards the betterment of the pair, no longer just you in this world, but us, together, always and forever. The scariest part about commitment is not knowing who your partner may become in the future, or investing decades of life into a relationship that could potentially fail. But the most rewarding part is when you know your partner would never let that happen. Waking up and knowing that you'll never be alone again in this world and that there's somebody who truly has your best interests at heart. Knowing that Jae always wants the best for me allows me to trust her and be vulnerable with her. That's the most rewarding part.
So mine is different.
Okay.
I think one of the scariest things about being committed to somebody for the rest of your life is you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life. You're going to have sex with one person for the rest of your life. You're going to be with that one person for the rest of your life. That's for the rest of your life. Also, yes, definitely the getting hurt part. You're taking down all those walls. You're being 100% vulnerable and you're really locking in. Yeah. So you could get hurt. But the most rewarding thing is if you do find that person and you have that bond, then it's amazing. It's like true love. You don't experience that with just anybody. So I feel like there's positives, but it's also scary.
So what's his answer?
Okay.
Like, commitment is like being dedicated to see something through all the way, just being dedicated, I guess. The scariest thing is the unknown. Committing yourself to someone and really don't know how it will play out in the end. And the reward, I would say, would be the opposite of that. Like, actually making it to a point where you're like, all right, I was committed and I do need it this far and this is what it is. You're locked in. Like, you go for certain that you're locked in.
baby. I love you so very much. You have been a blessing in my life since the day that I met you. I will stand by your side through every trial and tribulation that life throws at us, and together we can conquer anything in this world. I hope that you feel the love that I have for you through all my actions and my words. I hope that you have a beautiful Valentine's Day because you deserve so much love and kindness. I love you, baby, so much.
Number 3, what do you think constitutes betrayal?
When I think about betrayal, I think about anything that would hurt my partner knowingly. There are times where I'm going to hurt him, like recently, something silly or whatever that I think is silly and not important, where he didn't, right? And he was hurt by it, or he was shook by it, or whatever. There's things where that'll happen and it's unknowingly, but to me, betrayal is like knowingly hurting your partner. And I remember seeing someone being interviewed, and they said the reason why they will never cheat or betray their partner has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that they can't imagine for the life of them hurting their partner. The idea of hurting Nick destroys. I could never imagine hurting him. He's been through enough, and I love him so much that I can't imagine doing anything that would put him in a place where he would be hurt. And to me, that's betrayal.
What's his answer?
Ooh, betrayal. The ghost that never lets me rest. I think betrayal is when you lead me to believe something that isn't real, allow me to trust this lie, and then cause me harm that came from me believing your lie. If I never believed this lie, it could have never caused me pain. So betrayal is a malicious lie that sets me up for a letdown. If I tell you I would never do something, convince you that I would never do it, then do it, that's betrayal. Not being transparent about motives and intentions can constitute as a betrayal.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's somebody that is deliberately unloyal. I feel like infidelity is the betrayal, but not just infidelity, because that was Dee's answer. His primary answer was infidelity on the recording. But afterwards, he asked me, he's like, what would you have said? And I was like, well, for me, betrayal is also lies when it comes to money, or if we have a primary argument and you go and you tell this, that, and the third about our argument and you talk badly about me or something, that's a betrayal to me.
Yeah.
If you lie about where you're at, that's a betrayal to me. There's things other than cheating. There's emotional cheating. Yeah. You don't have to sleep with somebody to cheat. I think betrayal is more than just being unloyal to your partner in a sexual way. There's multiple ways to betray them.
I think that also something important that has come across in our relationship as well is withholding.
Yes.
Knowingly withholding, and we disagree on certain things when it revolves around withholding, but withholding can be a betrayal.
I agree. At the end of the day, transparency is very important in a relationship.
Whatever we face, we have to figure out. The end goal is commitment and together.
Yeah, and that's a good way to look at it.
And then, do you want to play D's?
Infidelity, cheating, of course. I would say, like, that's really it. Like, betrayal from somebody you're in a relationship with. I could say stealing and manipulation, deceiving, but those are some things, but that constitutes betrayal on its own, like just cheating.
Hey, it's B. Happy Love Day, Jae and AJ. Thank you so much for the podcast, spreading all your love, light, and positivity out here in the world. I just wanted to wish a very happy Valentine's Day to my baby Jae in Nebraska. I can't wait to see you and spend our first Valentine's Day together.
All right, next question.
The fourth question is, in a relationship, how much independence do you need?
Ooh. Well, and the situations that we're in, I'm a very independent person. I find comfort in my relationship, but I have external goals. I have external commitments. I have career choices and whatever. I have all these things. So I feel like independence is very important to me, and I need my partner to also be independent so that they have outside interests other than me. So then we can come together as fulfilled adults. To me, independence is crucial so that you can have a healthy relationship. And I think if you don't and you have too much dependence on each other, that creates toxicity. Yes, independence is super important to me. And I also think that independence is the second step from trust. When you trust someone,
I agree.
Then you let them be independent. So I think that independence shows the trust and the commitment of a relationship.
That's basically my answer, but let's listen to Nicholas's.
Okay. In a healthy relationship, independence feels like a natural given, where two people become interdependent on each other to sustain the commitment they've made to each other, but still independent in their own likes and dislikes, tastes, and personality. I also believe that allowing myself to be dependent on another person requires a sense of vulnerability, a bit of trust, because I'm easing up on things I've kept so tight to my chest. I think it's important to show you can depend on each other because that builds the foundation of the relationship, but independence is still important. Yeah, I like
That's a good answer.
It is.
These is
not much, but I would need some because like I ain't no living and I would want to like feel like I can do whatever for us or for myself or whatever the case may be. But I'm also not against having somebody that's going to have my back if I ever need the help to hand. I wouldn't say I would need much independence. I feel like it's more of a team thing than anything. Like, if you're up in my face all the time, then that's just, you're my space. That's not independent. I don't know.
God bless his soul.
Interesting, because I find Nick and Dee's answers are quite similar, and I find they're quite vulnerable in their answers. They recognize that they want to depend on someone, whereas we're a little bit more, we need our space.
And I wonder if somewhat that comes with being incarcerated to some degree, because it's different. These relationships, they're different, no doubt. I think they really recognize they need a woman. You need a woman's presence. Men out here dating these days, it's just so different. It's very women bashing. We don't like women. Them being in there, it also allows them to really speak more or less from their heart. My answer is very much aligned with yours. I'm also very, very independent. I thought about it for when he comes home because I am somebody who needs my space at times. And he is somebody who, if we have an argument, say, he needs resolution right away, where I'm somebody who needs to step away and come back a couple hours later and then talk about it. I think when he comes home, it will be trying to maintain that balance because I do know that he's going to obviously want his independence, but I think when I'm around him and when we're together, he's really going to want to have that quality time and spend that quality time. No phones. I want you here in my space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick and I already talked about when something happens that allows him to come home. We already talked about having solitary confinement weekends where we're locked in the house, just us. Like we'll have a weekend where like we turn off the phones, no TV, just us. Because just like you said, he's going to need his independence. He's been alone for a very long time and he's introverted in a lot of ways. But
you know, it's funny though, because I read this story about this man who had been released from prison. He was in there quite a while, I think 3-4 years. And I asked a question, it was on a blog, about how a woman could support him. Basically, what's the do's and don'ts? Like, I don't want to overstep. I want to be patient when he comes home, but I don't want to push. And he really, really desired that closeness, he said, when he came out. He was like, I really wanted that closeness. He's like, I can't speak for other men, but for me, I really needed that.
I think that's true.
You hear a lot of it going the other way. Like the man really needs a lot of space and needs time to adjust. So I really think it depends on the individual. I really feel like he is going to look to me and his family for that support.
Hi, I'm LL from California. And first off, I want to give a huge shout out to my man. I want to let him know how much I love him and I can't wait till he's home, even though we don't have an out date yet. I can't wait for him to be home. I already know we're gonna have so much fun because he's so immature. So yeah, anyways, what I am doing for my man is I get him a gift every single holiday where you give gifts. So what I'm planning to do this Valentine's is I went to the dollar store and I bought some little heart stickers and I'm gonna use those as booby pasties and make him some little spicy pictures opening his gift. So basically in my prison we're only allowed to send 10 pictures, so I'm going to be sending 10 pictures and all of them are going to be different as like I'm opening the gift, but he's revealing each picture and then I put like a little message in the back. So yeah, have fun, girl.
Okay, what's the last one?
Define the perfect marriage.
I'm obviously obsessed with my relationship with Nick. And there's a list of reasons why. And there's a list of reasons why I think we're going to have a good marriage. But I think the number one reason and what I value, I think, the most in our relationship is I genuinely like him as a human being. And people, when they find out how long we used to talk on the phone, they're shook that we could talk for that long. But we never ran out of stuff to say. He's continuously fascinating, and it never gets old. And the amount of hours that I've spent talking to him and his opinions on things and the way we communicate, he's my best friend, not just surface level best friend. In-depth, deep conversations and thoughts and how we mesh together. I've never experienced anything like that, and I really don't know that many people that have experienced the same level that I have from my knowledge. So I think that that's really the key to a perfect marriage, is that you genuinely like that person and you can spend hours and hours talking to them, that you can communicate really well and enjoy the other person's company. I think that that's what's kind of unique about these relationships, is that if I think back to my previous relationships and what I would have talked to my previous partners about, what it was like, I can't imagine talking to them for hours and hours and hours a day. And with Nick, it is the easiest thing in the world, and every time we hear that 1 minute remaining, it is like the ground underneath us shatters, because we're like, how is it possible that we've used up all the time again? So that's, to me, what a perfect marriage is.
I love that.
Nick's answer: 2 individuals who become best friends, who find safety in each other, who want the best for each other, come together and make a commitment to become one and build a life together, build a home together, and view their home as the most important thing in life. Harmony between 2 who understand, compromise, and accept each other unconditionally.
I like that. I agree with what you said completely. So funny. You might as well just did my answers for me, but you need to like the person. Relationship I might have been in that I was like, do I even like this person?
Yeah.
Am I just attracted to this person, which is terrible to say, but did the attraction take over first? And then once I get to know you and we're a year and a half down the road, I'm like, I don't even like this person. I don't even have anything in common with this person. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't even want to hang out with this person.
No.
Yeah.
It's wild. But I feel like with D, it's just completely different. First of all, I feel like I've known him my whole life. I feel like I grew up with him from childhood. Our personalities mesh so well together. And I feel like it's the same thing. I could listen to him talk forever and I would just be intrigued with the conversation. We always have laughs. We just get along really well. We have the same values. He cherishes family. I cherish family. I could picture, oh my gosh, that's a big thing for me to say, that I could picture being married. Never thought that I would ever be in a position to be married to somebody. Crazy that I would even think about being at a family barbecue with him, and his long-term goals and short-term goals, like they really align with me as well. I just feel like the same thing, kind of what Nick touched on too. Best friend, safety, putting someone as a priority. Or even just being in silence with somebody, but still being comfortable. So his answer is
the perfect marriage. I feel like financially stable, secure, a business or two, a couple, property, kids, of course, a dog, of course. Regular shit. The kids doing kid shit and you yelling at me to get them to do all the things that they need to do. Or yelling at me to take out the trash. Like somebody that can just count on to be there all the things that a married couple go through. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be time for making up. There's going to be good and the bad.
I love it. He put it into practical terms.
Happy Valentine's Day to my fiance, white boy. I love you with all my heart, baby. Valentine's Day, what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna go dress all Valentine-y and gonna go see you, spend time with you, hang out with you, and spend our special day with you. Even though you're in there, doesn't mean that we can't celebrate Valentine's Day. To each and every woman out there that has their loved ones, keep on pushing, keep on going, keep on praying. Let God take control of the wheel, and you will see that God will make miracles, and everything is possible. Even though your guys are far, everything is possible. Always remember that. I love you, baby. God bless you always, and we got this, my love.
I think they actually really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Answering them. I was going to take the rest of them that Nick made and ask D anyways, because I was like, I'm interested now.
On Valentine's Day.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question to end this on a different note, because we're all like lovey-dovey, whatever, Valentine's Day. What would you say in the past year has been the hardest part of this relationship, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, it's not. The distance, the breaks in communication because Securus is trash, not being able to touch him, kiss him, hug him when I want, not being able to video when I want, not being able to call him, not being able to integrate my family that I have here with him, or our families together. Everything, Jay, is very hard. I want more every second.
When you posted that thing on our podcast page on Instagram about the grocery list, that shook me. Sitting down one day and writing out the grocery list together. Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
What about you?
Honestly, like, all of those things have been hard. I don't have such a hard time with it. I think the hardest part for me is, well, obviously, lack of control, not having control over my own relationship when I myself am free. We can dispute Nick's charges and whether he deserves to be where he is, but he is in the situation he is, and he has been in the situation for a long time. I have not, so I feel imprisoned in a lot of ways. But also, something that really, to this day, and more affects me, I find, and as I asked this question, it came to mind, is as much as we have the podcast, he writes books, whatever, I don't get to share him with the world. He's this amazing human that's in this single cell in Nebraska, and nobody knows how amazing this human is, and I don't get to share him with the world. I feel like I have this treasure of a person that everybody needs to know, and they can't, and it sucks. Because everything would just work so well if I could just show people who he is and who he really is. And that goes from, Department of Corrections to my friends, to my family, to reporters, to whoever. Everyone who doesn't know him is missing out, in my view. And I'm so grateful that I found him, but it sucks that I can't share him with everyone.
I love that. I'm stingy. I'm not trying to share D with nobody. No, I'm just kidding. I love that. One of the hardest things is I want to experience life with him so much, and we can't right now.
Yeah.
And I find that's really hard, because I find just little things throughout the day, I'm just like, oh, just remind me, well, if he was here, he would love this. Or, oh my gosh, my car, it's cold out. I don't want to go get gas. Like, if he was here, he could go do it.
Oh my gosh. I had that same combo, because I don't have enough time. It's never enough time.
I know. No, it's never enough. He says it all the time. He's like, I just want more. I want more.
And on that note, we will call it a happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, let's call it a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on our
Valentine's Day journey. And we're hoping that all you guys have a good Valentine's Day.
Yes. And celebration for you and I, because it's the 3-month podcast anniversary.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yay.
We hit 3 months. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this journey. We have loved it so far. Here's to hoping that AJ joins us for more episodes in the future.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Until next time.